Good morning, everyone. Ooh, let's pop you here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are just loading up the car. I look like one of the 118 guys with this zipped up like that, but we're loading up the car. It's a miserable, drizzly day here in England, and Ali and I have decided to get up early. It's just gone 7. And we are heading to the farmhouse for a workout, potentially a swim and some breakfast, and then we're gonna head home. Just one of those opportunities that we take when we have like a day where we're able to do something for us. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna head to Farmhouse and start the day on the right foot. I'm aching a little bit because I had PT yesterday, and as I mentioned, I've changed up my training quite a lot, and we're doing a lot more kind of intensity, and also because of the way that my brain works, my PT is now sending me my workouts the night before, so I can almost like digest them. So I'm doing that twice a week, and I wanted to get in this one. I'm also running whenever I can. Yes. Healthy wife, healthy life. But yeah, sad that it's miserable today, because it did actually look like at one point it was getting quite sunny, but I don't know whether Mr. Millen Gordon is wanting me to pull forward. I'm gonna go with it. It is his job to load up the car, and it's my job to drive to the farmhouse. Leaving the house with Ali, I feel like I'm almost sometimes adopting, I think I'm like adopting his bad habits, like getting him out of the house on time. We're already 8 minutes late is like impossible. He just does not, he just doesn't leave the house on time ever. Yesterday was very lovely as well. I took the day off vlogging, and oh, 1 second, hold that thought. Day off vlogging, park. Ooh. There we go. Yes, so yesterday we dropped off our Defender for an MOT. I did not know that any person, basically in England, you don't have, like, there's no information registered to your number plate. It's why I'm not really too worried about ever showing it on my channel. But what I didn't know is that other people could check your MOT via your registration plate. And obviously we've not driven the Defender, but it did run out of an MOT like a couple of weeks ago. So thank you to the person who checked it for us. I don't know whether that's someone trying to catch us out or what, but you actually really helped us out, thank you. So we took the Defender for an MOT yesterday, and yes, so we went to this new Land Rover garage, and I got to sit in my new car for the first time, which was incredibly exciting. Obviously it's not my actual car, but it was one of the demo ones, and it was so nice on the inside. Obviously it's not as nice as my one, because my one is gonna have all of the colors that I want. And oh, am I going or is he going? Okay. Nope, he's going. We also have some road works going on down our road at the moment, which is so exciting, because obviously you might remember in the early days of when we moved here, the struggles that we had with getting internet to our house, and it's been interesting. For the whole time we've been running our house off of like mobile internet basically, and we are currently having our entire road dug up so that we can get fibre. So that's really exciting, and I actually didn't think we were going to get it this soon, because we're so far out of both villages. I genuinely thought that it would take a lot longer for us to get it. Like, we got the notice through the door, which was very exciting, and it's happening. Obviously it's not connected yet, but fingers crossed it won't be long. The only thing that's sad is obviously seeing everything get dug up, because it's just grown in all lovely down here, but never mind. But anyway, so I sat in my car, and it's been about 9 months since I placed my order, and it was just nice to like get a feel for it. It kind of scratched the itch a little bit for me, which was nice, just getting to sit in it and see the shape of it and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, Mr. Millen Gordon is now in the car. We have set sail on our trip to Farmhouse, and we're going to start the morning on the right foot. So we'll see you when we get there. We have arrived. We've arrived to the Farmhouse, and I'm going to head upstairs to stretch to begin with, and then hopefully have a little workout. There's the cutest little King Charles Cavalier in the reception area. Oh my goodness. Well, I have just finished up in the shower. I'm just doing my skincare and getting myself ready. We've had a sauna as well, and I went for a swim in the pool, but it was way too cold because it's so drizzly today. It's just not, it's not it. So we did just over 10 minutes in the sauna, and I'm feeling so refreshed. So now I'm gonna get my hair ready, get a little bit of makeup on my face, and head for some breakfast. That truly was the best start to the day. It wasn't quite warm enough for a swim in the pool. I did one length and I was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this. But we did go into the sauna. That's the first time that I've actually used the sauna, because it was always closed because of COVID, like after they opened up whenever I was here, so I couldn't go, and I haven't tried to go for a long time because I usually don't have time. And that was lovely, like the perfect start to the day. And then we've just, well, I washed my hair obviously, so it's probably looking a little bit fluffy because I used different tools to my own, and yeah, I feel like my hair looks longer all of a sudden. But we then had brunch, and I had the acai bowl, which is the Acai Girls and Soho collab. It was delicious. It comes with like little energy balls in it as well, which were lovely. And then I had, like, it literally was like all of the dates, but I had a coffee and date smoothie as well. And I picked up my sourdough and they sliced it for me and everything, which was perfect. So I've got a fresh white sourdough. Smells incredible. So we're gonna head home now and get back to the boys. Well, I've just driven Ali to go and pick up the Defender, so he should be back any minute. I have just got home and we saw the new Range Rover when we were there again. And one thing I'm going to predict right now, okay, when I was at school, the cool car to have, like the coolest car, was a Mini Cooper. Like Mini Coopers were the car to have. I predict that the Defender 90, the new version, the new one that's just 2 doors, that is gonna be like, it's gonna be like the rich girl's car. You know, you like had that really rich girl at school. I feel like, even though I've not watched Love Island, I've seen it all over my feed on TikTok. I feel like Gemma would be that girl that would drive the new Defender 90 when she like passed first time. It'd be like her first car. Everyone had that girl at school, or guy, that got the amazing car for their first car. That was not me. I had my my Vauxhall Corsa, and I loved that car. Driving, I mean, to be fair to myself, I did not pass my test until I was like 24. So yes, I'd had that car for a couple of years. I practiced in it. I drove like as a learner in it. But yeah, the Defender 90 is going to be the desirable car. It is so cool. Like if I don't know, if I was 10 years younger, that would be my car. That would be the one. It's way surpassed like the Evoque. It is such a vibe. I'll put a picture of it on screen because I've not seen the 90 version. And it is very, very cool. Definitely too young and hip for me. It'd kind of be the same as like getting a Jeep Wrangler, but the bougie edition, or like the Mercedes G-Wagon, but not as bougie. That's where I would say, but it's so nice. So nice. But still very, very happy with the car that I've chosen, obviously. I'm just really very, very excited now just to like actually get it. I'm literally like counting down the minutes until it arrives. It's not even been slotted yet. I don't even think they've started building it. But yeah, I like cars. I'm driving this one today as well. I'm driving our little sports car, which is good fun. And this is something, I've spoken about it before, but I've really like got used to driving and enjoy driving it so much, especially because I don't know if this is the same with all of them, and I know I've said this before, but like it sounds like I'm going really fast when I drive it, and I'm just not. And I don't like driving fast. I am the world's like safest driver, but I like that it sounds like I'm going like and it's actually going nowhere. I'm like doing 20 miles an hour and it's like such a lovely like car to drive. I think that when we were looking at buying it, we were looking at a couple of other ones, and this was just like, it just stole my heart. I love it so much. So I definitely, Ali and I were just saying that definitely when it's like time to get rid of this one, I think we'll get another one. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go inside. What I want to do now is, I've been up since 4 in the morning. I woke up so early and I just snuggled Lumi in bed. But I want to do a bit of an organise of my kitchen cupboards because everything's overflowing and I want to just streamline everything, get the things that I love in the right places, have a bit of a clear out because you know when you've got like so many drawers, so I just want to have a good sort of midsummer, because I didn't do an early summer. Usually I do kind of seasonal clear outs, but I think I'm going to do that. Have a bit of a clear out of the fridge, bit of a clean. That is what I intend to do. I'm very tired. So it may be something that I continue tomorrow, but for the most part. Okay, we are in the kitchen and what I'm going to start off by doing is basically taking everything that's not supposed to be on the surfaces and I'm going to put it to one side so that everything is clear. So everything that's like decorative that is supposed to be displayed on windowsills, in cubby holes, they will all stay. Everything else gets moved to one place and then sorted through. And then I'm going to delve into cupboards and drawers. So, lemons should be in the fridge. Memory card should be in the drawer. Medicine for Lummy. Top drawer that needs a big sort out. It's become a puffy drawer, hasn't it? Wine in the wine cooler, of course. Although I think this wine cooler is broken because that's worn. Right, everything is cleared to one side. I'm going to make sure I'm super comfortable. This is pretty much one of my like, oh, the sun is coming out. This is definitely what I would consider like one of my kind of work dresses. I wear it for everything pretty much. And I just want to be able to be really comfortable, so I've taken my belt off and I'm just going to delve in. I'm probably going to start with my serveware cupboard because I've got a lot of things that A, aren't suitable, B, are broken, we've lost lids to, those kinds of things. So I think I'm going to go in there. And also I'm kind of curating really like special pieces. I tend to just buy from Time, but I am going to be looking elsewhere as well. So I'm going to get into my serveware cupboard, make some space in there, and just go from there, I think. Isn't that right, Barkley Boo? You're looking at me like that. How did you get so big? So big. You are so big. Look at the size of him. Look at the size of you. Look. Oh, my little Barkley Boo. One of the things that we've been discussing recently before I get into the cupboard is the kitchen in our next house. And one thing I'm hoping for, even though it's really lovely to see a kitchen finished in a property, I think I'm hoping that whatever house we find has a kitchen that will need to be refurbed, because I know exactly what I need in a kitchen moving forward. Even just down to like the type of island I would have. I am desperate for one of those fridges that has an ice dispenser and a water dispenser, because I can only drink freezing cold water. So that is an absolute must. But then I'd also want one of those like everything hot taps that do like fizzy water, freezing cold water and boiling water as well. I think like the island, I'd probably want like a beautiful antique kind of wreck table with lots of pots stacked underneath it and that kind of thing. And I don't even know what like type of kitchen I would go for in terms of like, would I go for a Duval kitchen? My neighbour has a Duval kitchen and oh my goodness, it is beautiful. But would I go for something different? Would I just go and find a local carpenter to potentially like make it? I don't know, but one of the things is going to be like designing my kitchen from scratch will be the most fun process, like picking all of the colours and the types of wood used, all of the storage. Oh my goodness. But I want it to have a real kind of old farmhouse style feel. I definitely want to have one of those like dressers where I can display my crockery and things like that. But maybe that would be in the pantry. I would love to have a pantry as well. That would be the dream. I don't have a pantry here. I have like not a walk-in pantry anyway. I have a pantry cupboard. I don't have a walk-in pantry. So that is definitely something that I would love to have, absolutely love to have. I'd also love to have the utility off of the kitchen. At the moment, our utility isn't off of the kitchen, and I would like to have a boot room off of the kitchen as well. I just think that it flows really nicely, and I would also love to have the kitchen garden actually off of my kitchen, because it's to the side at the moment, which isn't far for me to walk, and definitely when we connect up the patio and things like that, it will be a lot easier to and fro. But yeah, just a few things that I like kind of dreaming of and already sort of planning and Pinterest boarding in my head for when, if the time comes when we find the next house. But very exciting. Anyway, let's get into the next cupboard. Well, the first cupboard. So this cupboard in the island is my kind of serveware cupboard. Oh my gosh, my legs hurt so much from the gym. And there's just a lot of stuff in here that I don't need, I don't use. Obviously Tupperware and things like that is really useful. Some things don't have lids, like I said, so it just needs a good reorganize. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is also chipped. I got this when I first moved in, and it's so great that like for serving snacks, you can put nuts, olives, hummus in the middle, but I have just ordered a cabbage one from Bordallo. So I thought that I would, seeing as this is massively chipped and it's actually really quite sharp, it might be time to recycle this and just, yeah, give it a good once over. So let's get cracking. Okay. One thing that I always like to do is to make sure that I've got the lids for everything, because there's nothing more annoying than filling something with food and then realising there's no lid. I also need to put together a bag of Tupperware from my stepmom, because I always steal her Tupperware, so yeah, I owe her a considerable amount. I don't know if this fits this. I don't think it fits that. Interesting. One of the things that I'm a sucker for keeping is the little pate jars that you get from Waitrose, but also they do really good little ramekins that, like, cheese will come in these, and they make really good little picky bit dishes. So I tend to keep them. However, you can get too many. So you have to be a bit sort of like I've got 4 of these. I think these are the Gruyere pots. Yeah, a little bit more selective, although these would make great little mini mac and cheeses, so I would hold on to those. Lots of lids that don't belong to anything, always good. This is my happy place. Everything in its right place, all sorted. So in here I've got little ramekin dishes and my little mini cabbage bowls. I've got Tupperware in here. We've got the glass storage. I've got jars for when I make chutney and things like that. I've got baking dishes and roasting tins and serving bowls. I've got more space for serving bowls as well, and everything looks amazing. However, once you do this with one cupboard, it opens up a whole world of other issues. Finding homes for these and just generally sorting everything out. Plus, this is the first time I've ever done this whilst having 2 sausage dogs. Weirdly, I haven't had a proper kitchen organisation since having them. So they keep stealing things, fighting. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yes, you too. Naughty boys. Oh, little springbok. At the moment, I am sort of going through this and just sorting this out, because we keep our teas all in here, but if we aren't using the teas that are in the jars, then they're not being utilised effectively. So I'm going to decant some of these into the jars and hopefully free up a space where I can keep all of my napkins. This excites me so much because I don't necessarily always need the tablecloths, but having access to all of my different napkins will make me incredibly happy. as you can imagine, my new kind of ritual of laying the table whenever I possibly can, it's kind of inspired this kitchen declutter and reorganize. I wanted to have space where I could have all of the napkins laid out beautifully so I can select which one I want to use on an evening. It's nothing too faffy, but I get to inject a little bit of the style of sort of table dressing that I really like. So yeah, anyway, I know, I'm nuts. But seeing my kitchen organised, although not at the moment, makes me very happy. This pleases me greatly. Oh. You're gonna need to move out the way because I need to get in the drawer and you are in the way. Your ears are broken all the time. All the time. ¿Qué pasa? What are you doing? Off. Off. You're so naughty. Why is your snoot in everything? You've got your snoot. What have you got on your nose now? Oh, you always bite your mummy's hair. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Kiss your lilac snoot. Not mummy's nice cream co scrunchies. Thank you. Schnitz. I've got two very waggy tails. And what do you think you're going to be doing with me? You wanted to help. Right, I need to get into this drawer, so do you think you could vacate the area? Per favore. I wanna kiss you all over. You should need to indicate Somerville. Oh, and the Fellyway. We're never gonna get anything done, are we? Oh, so schnooty. Every so often I just get distracted and start joining in like, oh so schnooty. Can you guys stop humping? These two boys have realised that they now have their very own pet drawer. Oh yes, this has all been organised for them. So we have Porter and Barclay's treats here, hence why they are stood here. Got Lumi's bits and bobs here, any tablets that they need. These are the reusable, washable kitchen towels that we use if they have any accidents, although they don't have any accidents anymore, touch wood. But yes, treats, poo bags, and all of that in there. So they are hanging around. Look at him, he's so clever. Barclay's not really got a clue. He's just standing here because if Porter's interested, he must be interested. But Porter knows. Look at him, he's so clever. You are too clever for your own sausage good. Do you know that? Monsieur Whistle. Barclay's like, I don't know, Mum. I just don't know. But Porty's here, so I'm here too. Porter, you have had a treat today, and you can't have too many treats. Oh, little side saddle. Oh, that always means I'm very, very upset. Yes, look, I move my snoot when my mummy doesn't give me what I want. Barclay's like, I just want whatever he wants. May I lick your feet, Mummy? May I lick your feet? I'll clean them for you. I'll clean them for you. No! That's my most heartbreaking noise of yours. But we do have progress. No, Porter. This whole island is now done. Just don't look at what's on top of it. No, Porter. Come on. Do you just want me to show you what's in there? I will show you what is in there. You're not allowed it. There you go. That is what is in your drawer. No, you can't have it, but that's what's there. Okay, there's no toys. There's no toys, it's just treats, and you know that you can only have a small amount of treats. Look at Daddy in the background. Okay? Happy? Happy now you've seen? And we have made progress. I have a whole drawer available for my napkins, and I'll probably be able to fit a few tablecloths in here as well. But as you can hear at the moment, I have a very naughty sausage dog, so I'm going to let him calm down whilst I fill out this drawer. Well, this is where we're at. The fact that these blue stripes aren't all going in the same direction is... You are being very naughty this evening. I honestly have never known such a naughty sausage dog. What is wrong, my love? Do you need some cuddles? Let's have some cuddles and see if that sorts you out. Here, I'll get on the floor. Although it's near on impossible after leg day. What is wrong, my love? What is wrong? Talk to me. Have you had a stressful day? Tell me about it. Or is it just because you want the treats that are in that drawer? Tell me. Tell me. You've already had too many treats today. And I know you just want treats all the time. What are you doing? Look at that grumpy face. The grumpiest. I know. Do you want an ice cube with munch too? An ice cube with munch too? And I'll pretend I got it out of the drawer. Mummy's clever, isn't she? Mummy's gonna do that. I'm going to get this out of the drawer for you, Porter. There you go. You warm it up so it doesn't stick to your gums. There you go. Is that alright? Bye. Bye. I just also uncovered our order of service from our wedding. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love how this is like a sort of vintage piece of jewellery. It's just so beautiful. And then we had a little happy tears in here for anyone who needed to cry, which I just thought was lovely. And then we have our entire order of service. So we had a mix of classical music and then obviously like a classical cover as well. Then we had a poem by Bo Taplin, which we loved, which was funny actually, because I shared this on Instagram and Bo actually commented on it and he was like, I even forgot I'd written this and I didn't think it was very good, and look at this meaning something to both of you. And I remember my mum's friend, my stepmom's friend, turning to me and saying afterwards that this particular section here, those bright round eyes are the envy of even the stars, and when they have grown wise and worn and wrinkles at their corners, they will enchant me just the same. She said, oh, that finished me off, that did. And then what else did we have? We had a reading from Carrie as well, and our vows, and obviously a mixture of sort of Christmas songs as well. And the Piano Guy's 1,000 Years was a very important one. This is my collection of other people's Tupperware that I don't know how I do it, but I always accumulate other people's Tupperware. So I'm putting this to one side for the owners to claim, basically. It will usually be my stepmom and Carrie. So hopefully these will go back to their original homes. And I'm shutting up shop because I have a very naughty sausage on my hands and he's not making my job very easy. And this little angel your brother coming to check on you, Porter. Everyone's here. This little angel is slowly getting her meow back as she saunters off outside. Lumi? Lumi? Good morning, everyone. It is very much a doors wide open, outside, inside day. Although it's quite cloudy, so it may cloud over in a little bit, but it's been a wonderful start to the morning, and a very, very productive morning at that. As mentioned, I finished up my 4th workout in 4 days and feeling great, but looking a little bit disheveled from it. I'm actually aching so much that, like I said, not the best workout of my life. It was a little bit intense, the sort of aching in my legs. I have some deliveries here. These are some more pots from Hello Petal. These are the August pots that are going to be launching. So I'm going to give it a go at putting those together. Once I've finished in the kitchen, I'm definitely going to put these to one side for now, although I think one of them might be a bouquet of flowers. So I should probably get those into some water because they have literally just come through the door. Ooh. We have olive branches, some wax flower, it looks like alliums, some little alliums of sorts in there. Lots of lovely things that last a long time, which is good. So I can pop those in some water and just crack on, because what I want to do is crack on with organisation in here. I made so much progress yesterday. Sorry, I've got my classical music playlist on at the moment, and there's been a classical music song that I have loved for such a long time, and the thing that I realised with classical music is unless you screen grab it and not record, but like note down the name, you never really get to know the name of the tracks or who they're by, or it's also very hard to pop them into like playlists and things like that. So one of the things that I've been doing is when I love a track, just quickly screen grabbing the name, and then I add it to my classical music playlist. And this piece is one of the most beautiful pieces I've ever heard. It's by Carl Jenkins, and it's the Armed Man, and it ended up being dedicated to the victims of Kosovo a few years ago. And I believe it also marked the millennium, like the millennium or the Millennium Dome or something like that, the opening of the Millennium Dome. I did read that somewhere. Anyway, it is the most beautiful piece of music I think we have all probably ever heard. And so this morning I added it to my playlist and have obviously been playing it non-stop. I've also been listening to Arthur Parkinson's podcast. I started listening to it yesterday when I was sort of knee deep in drawers, and I've been loving that. Do you know what I found? I've been listening to podcasts that are a lot about like homemaking, hosting and things like that. A lot of them are based in America, which can be a little bit difficult for me to follow because I don't necessarily understand the stores. I'm sure it's very similar to the way my American followers feel when they watch me, and I apologise because I'm so far removed from like stores in America and what's on offer and just the normal day-to-day cultures of America, I guess. And so when I listen to the American podcasts, what was the one I was trying to listen to the other day? I struggle a bit. I must admit I struggle a bit. What was it called? Oh, that's it. Millennial Homemakers with Jackie Alexander and Jacqueline Humble. Anyway, this has then been suggested to me, and this is Grow, Cook, Eat, Arrange, in conversation with Arthur Parkinson, Sarah Raven and guests. And it's kind of a bit of everything that I enjoy, minus the fashion side of things, and pardon the dishwasher. So easy listening when I'm just pottering around the house. That's what I'm basically going to spend the rest of the day doing. It's sad because it is so beautiful at the moment, but I've committed to this work and it is making me feel extremely productive and cleansed. And considering I've done a 5k walk with the dogs this morning and a little bit of an easy workout, I feel like this is going to be a good one for loosening up my loins after a very, very active week, and just getting productive. I hope I'm going to be able to do the fridge as well. But one thing that Ali and I have agreed is that first of all, we really do need to prioritise our once a week trip to Farmhouse, even if it's just for the sourdough bread. It's one of the things that I said that I love doing, is going there, having a workout, then having breakfast and picking up a fresh sourdough loaf. We did that yesterday, and even Ali looked at me across the breakfast table this morning and he was like, the Soho Farmhouse sourdough loaf is next level. We get the white sourdough. It really is. It is so, so delicious. So if we're going to have that, we're going to have to get there more often. So who be that texting me? So yes, I am going to crack on with the day. The boys are snoozing because they are tired. The dress that I'm wearing today is a beautiful Amelia Wickstead dupe from Karen Millen. I don't know if you can see it in full capacity, but it's like a sort of denim kind of dress with a beautiful subtle sweetheart neckline. The back of it is even more beautiful. If you want to see it like properly, I can't really show you. There you go. It's got a really lovely low back. I've changed the belt because I didn't like the belt on it, but I've changed the belt out to something more me as part of my capsule luxury wardrobe, which I now have and love. And I just love this. It looks so cute with the pointy pumps, and it is just very, 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 very me. Very elegant, right down to the ankle. I love that. It's very me, very elegant. But anyway, let's crack on. So where did we get to yesterday? I obviously finished off my napkin drawer, and I've kind of made a lot of progress when it comes to this kind of pantry area here. So this is more of like all of our crockery is in these ones. Spare mugs and jugs and teacups and things like that are in those ones. Then we've got my napkins and some food, cooking accessories. So I need to tackle these drawers. These drawers are basically drawers of crap. So this is my drawer of crap. This is Ali's drawer of crap. And then this is just somewhere in between. So I'm gonna move into these for now and hopefully have a bit of a clear out of those and just get some organization into them. Also, if I look a little bit pale, it's because when it's sunny outside, I don't really want much on my skin. So yeah, and also I was up last night very early again because I think I've already told you this, I'm not sure, but I think Lumi might have passed up all over me in the night. Whatever was blocking her meow, she's a lot louder this morning, and it's just made us very happy. I don't mind that she was unwell on me as long as she is well. That's what matters. So yeah, I was up cleaning that up and just giving her lots of tummy rubs and cuddles to make sure that she was okay. So yeah, sorry if I'm a little bit tired looking. We are making progress in the drawers, but one of the things that I've been finding first and foremost is the wonderful cards that you all send me. This one is truly incredible. Look at this greenhouse. I feel so lucky. I promised you, when you send me beautiful cards like this, I can't not hang on to them. So yes, I am. But also I'm finding all of the little things that I do. So if you remember, Ali and I went to the Grove in Narberth, and one of the things, other than always now obviously picking up bottles of wine from the places that I go to, if they have beautifully illustrated like cards or postcards or even artwork, a lot of places, I think the Grove in Narberth actually has a lot of art on show there as well, but I pick these up because framing them as memories is just, I love it. So this is a beautiful illustration of the actual property there, and I've got another one of the of Carton House as well. I obviously like it when it's kind of older properties and things like that, so I picked this up and I need to get this framed. But yes, I am soldiering through, and I wasn't gonna do an unboxing with you in this video because I appreciate that sometimes it can feel like I'm showing you a lot of things, but I know that there are a lot of you that enjoy the unboxing, so perhaps if you don't like the unboxings, you can just skip ahead on this bit. But I have just had a delivery of something that I have been waiting to arrive. I actually just sorted the customs on it this week. It is my first ever gift from one of my favourite brands. This is from Parterre. And Parterre is Julia Berolsheimer's brand, and I absolutely just love the brand. It is so beautiful. And I can't get into it. There we go. So this time, oh my gosh, it's so much more beautiful. In person, I really don't think the fabric of this comes across as well. But this is, what one is this? This is the Dorian dress in Giverny? Oh, we hope this brings joy to your life. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, I did not realise that the fabric of this was so beautiful and still like so green, because obviously I've got my Charlotte Day gown, which is in the green version, but this up close, I feel like this hasn't come across on their Instagram. I'll try this on with you, but very, very excited about this one. And obviously the branding is always, as ever, perfection. I also have some other bits and pieces that arrived. I was sent out, oh no, I must have filed it away, but I'll show it to you later. I was sent the new Bamford balm, which I'm going to give a go. And I've also received from the collaboration with Fairfax and Faber, and Le Chameau, which I haven't actually got into yet, but it is their collaboration on their new wellies. This is my first pair of Le Chameau, and it, my goodness me, I need to sort out how I do unboxings because this is hectic. But yes, this is my first pair of, no, it's not my first pair, what am I saying? These are the green and navy, two colours which, well, pretty much my literal wardrobe at the moment, other than a little bit of white. But no, I love these. They are so classic, and they're just going to be so useful. I've got the pink ones, but these are the newest collaboration, which I love. And do you know what makes me really happy is that nowadays, like, but in the early days, we were talking about this on a trip recently, and in the early days there were so few brands that were actually engaging with like creators, and there was so few work that it was like very competitive. And I love it now because I just feel like there are so many different brands, so many different areas that you can work in this space and have passion. And just the fact that like everything that I love in terms of like outside, getting outside, nature, country living, like now those brands are fully on board with like influencers, working with influencers, and the power of it. It's just very cool to be able to just show you all of these amazing brands are doing all of these amazing things as well, and being very excited about it. Anyway, I am going to sort this mess out first and foremost, because it's a mess. What is this? Thayer's Natural Remedies. Witch hazel with aloe vera. Oh, I love the branding of this. It's got a real kind of vintage branding vibe. Anyway, I'm not unboxing anything else with you at the moment. It's all, that was just a very quick one. My sink on Hello Petal delivery day is the absolute best. Look at this view. I've also had a bit of a style up change of these shelves. I've added some of my like wine and gardening books to the shelf up here, and I actually quite like the injection of green. It really pulls out the green tones of the Hardwick white that we have on the walls. It's this really subtle, light sage grey green. It's so nice, but it all just looks so lovely. Oh, I don't even want to put them in their planters yet, but I'm going to. Okay, so I've got a bit sidetracked today, but now is the time to tackle the pantry cupboard. This is going to take a while, and I'm just going to have to kind of knuckle down into it because it falls apart very easily down here. So I'm going to start at the bottom, I'm going to work my way up, and hopefully I can get some kind of organisation. Are you helping me? You are so sweet. You are so sweet. Nosy sausage. You're a very nosy sausage. You're a very nosy sausage. You want to sit on your mummy's lap, don't you? If you do that, then I can't do any work. No, Porty. I can't work if you sit there. Again, we have another sausage here. So many sausages. Off. Little rubber lips. Little rubber lips. Get off. Oh. I can't do this with you on top of me. What did I do right in my life, eh? What did I do right in my life? What did nearly 2 years old, you are still learning. You have definitely just wiped your juicy willy all over my dress, haven't you? Off. Porter. Get off. Come on, Barkley Big. Can't sit with your mummy. Off you go. Otherwise I can't work. Come on. Thank you. And you, Portaline. Off you go. Thank you. Off you go. Well, I've done the first 3 shelves and I've also tidied up and refilled all of the pantry jars, and that's looking a lot better as well. Lots of little bits and pieces in here that now I can see a lot better. I can probably get away with putting these back in now, and then I can just tackle the top 2 shelves. Our coffee machine in my next kitchen, the coffee machine would be top-notch coffee machine, but of course this DeLonghi one is absolutely fantastic. We absolutely love it. In fact, I bought Ali one, and then when we got this one, it was so much better that we swapped it out. But I would like it to be inbuilt, even if it's built into a cupboard. I would like it to be properly fitted and secure. But for the moment, I keep my soda stream in here as well. It does just need a little bit of a zhuzh because that isn't looking great. So I'm going to give that a tidy up and then tackle these top 2 of the pantry. What I've done is I've removed all of the baskets and I've swept inside each one. I start at the top and I work my way down to the bottom. I've then wiped all of the shelves down. I've cleared all of the baskets out and checked all of the sell-by dates on everything, and I'm popping it back in. Well, at this stage, even I am impressed. I've cleared 3 whole baskets that I've got space to put things into, and everything is in order. Oh, makes me so happy. Despite spending the majority of the day, well, the last 2 days, in the kitchen, this room is where we've spent the entire evening, and it makes me very, very happy in here. Oh my goodness, I probably look as dishevelled as I feel. There's makeup down my face. Oh my goodness. I'm about to go and oil my hair and go to bed because I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow. This evening we watched Persuasion, and I nearly didn't watch it because I saw on the internet that people they weren't happy with parts of the sort of like adaptation of the film, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Really lovely, funny, but also very inspiring, like the interiors that's on there, the outfits, everything, the makeup, the trunks. Oh my gosh, the trunks that are on the back of the like horse and carts. Every single time I was like, look at the trunks, look at the trunks. I have such an obsession with like old trunks, it's ridiculous. The entire time that I was watching that, I was browsing antiques websites, and I have just put together a list of the most beautiful antiques I've ever found. Tomorrow I am going to measure up for them because I haven't done an antiques haul of like proper furniture for a really long time, so completely inspired by Persuasion. That is what's happening. We are just getting ready for bed though, and Porter is very, very upset with me because he wants to sleep in the living room, and it is something that we're toying with the idea of, but so far they've gone about 2 weeks without any toilets in the kitchen overnight, which is amazing. 2 weeks straight, touch wood, that we've kind of like turned a corner. We never really know who's doing it. I'm thinking it's Barkley, and obviously that means that Porter is penalised because of Barkley, but I told him if he goes a month, then I'll let them have the living room to to sleep in at night, because honestly, picking them up and putting them in their bed, I feel so bad for them. So if we move their bed in here, they can sleep under the sofas, they can do what they want. But anyway, that is me finished up in the living room. I am going to go to bed. And oh, Lumi, you ready for bed too? She's waiting for us all to get into bed. She doesn't like it when we're not all together. Right. No, Porter. No, my love. You thought that Mummy was going to let you in. Oh, I'm so sorry, my little boy. Not yet. I promise soon. But the kitchen is almost finished. I've got some seeds to file away and some washing up to do tomorrow morning. But we've obviously had a little bit of a restyle in this area and everything is organised. I do have to tell you a secret though. I still have a few cupboards to do, just this flank here, but I'm too tired and I will get it done. I'll probably power through tomorrow, but for the most part, my kitchen is organised, I'm set and I'm ready. And the thing that I've realised is you do have to set aside a fair few days for it. So when I've done this flank, I will then move on to doing the utility room and then the boot room and then hopefully my dressing room. I'm in full organisational mode at the moment, but it's bedtime from me. So I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye. This little croissant is ready for bed. Say good night, Lummy. Let everyone know that you've got your voice back a little bit and you're feeling good. Good night.